While you can level up your lockpicking security skill all the way to level 100 right at the start of the game, should you do that or not? There's a few reasons why it's a big mistake to do so, which I've timestamped below in this video, and I'll explain why using magic or the skeleton key is actually much better. But starting out with the leveling exploit, you can just go straight to the Imperial City, wait until nighttime, and find any locked door, ideally with a hard difficulty for maximum experience. Obviously also make sure that the guards aren't looking at you, and then you can pick the lock. And then the game's effectively paused, so no one's going to discover you. Now our security skill is currently only level 9. All we need to do is push the first pin into place at the top here. After you've set that pin, or tumbler, just position the lockpick underneath the same pin and then start spamming the button to set the pin repeatedly, which would be spacebar on the PC. But this also works on Xbox and PlayStation. In fact, it worked in the original Oblivion 2. Now you actually get experience each time you set a pin in a lock, but the game doesn't realize that the pin has already been set. This means that each time I click it, I'm getting experience and leveling up my security skill stupidly fast. We reached level 25 in seconds, and a few minutes later we've now reached level 50. And just under 10 minutes we can easily reach level 100 security skill. But is it worth it? Having level 100 lockpicking skill means that if we fail to pick a lock, none of the pins are going to fall down when you fail. So it almost feels like having a skeleton key. The skeleton key is an unbreakable lockpick that can open any lock in Oblivion Remastered. It also boosts your lockpicking skill by 40 points, making it even easier. And you can get it directly south from the Imperial City, near the town of Leowin. If you head northwest across the river and up the road here, you'll find the Shrine of Nocturnal. Now you must be level 10 to actually start this quest, and then once you arrive you can just talk to the worshippers and approach the shrine to get the quest to find Nocturnal's eye. She says it's located somewhere in the city of Leowin, just to the south. And after asking around about the thieves, you'll eventually discover a clue to search Weeben Nar's house. Or you could just go straight there. It's located opposite the chapel here on the map, and inside you'll find Weeben Nar and Jijin, who you can confront about the Eye of Nocturnal, but they won't give anything away to you. So instead what you need to do is leave and then immediately come back in stealth mode, and then they'll enter a conversation and you'll be able to overhear them talking about Nocturnal's eye, and they'll give away that it's been hidden in Tidewater Cave, and the cave is actually located southwest from Leowin, right near the coastline of Cyrodiil. Once you arrive, go inside the cave, but do take care of the troll. If you like, you can actually just run past it and completely ignore it. From the entrance, you're going to want to head inside, take 2 left-hand turns until you reach this flooded section of the cave. Here you can just dive underwater and you'll find the Eye of Nocturnal here, just on the right. So grab it and then return it to Nocturnal Shrine to get the skeleton key as a reward. And now you can just auto attempt any lock repeatedly to open it. That said, if you are just wondering how to lockpick better, you can pick any difficulty lock at any level. Just look closely at the speed that the pin moves upward. Only set the pin when it moves upwards slowly, and then it will always get fixed at the top. It takes a little bit of getting used to actually spot it, but if you look for when the pin moves up at the same speed as the lockpick, then you can set the pin at the top every time. Obviously, if it moves up faster than the lockpick, you'll fail. Alternatively, if you hit the pin up and it's slow, you can hit it up again before the pin even falls, and it won't cycle to the next speed, meaning you can just rapidly open locks. But again, the skeleton key is just better. Now, one of the reasons you may not want to bother leveling your security skill at all is because doing so will boost your overall character level, which increases the health and the damage of the enemies that you find in the environment, without you boosting your offensive abilities at all. You've only got better at lockpicking. So overall, this will just make the game harder to play. And for that reason, I suggest just grabbing the skeleton key at level 10 or using magic spells. So it's actually a lot more efficient to either buy alteration spells or craft them yourself, so you can unlock locks with that. It also doesn't count as a criminal action to use magic spells to unlock chests, even in front of guards or shopkeepers, making stuff much easier to rob. And it levels up your alteration skill, which is far more useful in combat than the security skill. So think twice before you level up this skill.